name is Arthur Molefe. I'm a community leader here in London and in the UK. What I see today is an evidence what has always been, what we've been talking about, a witness about the tortures, the persecution for Zimbabwe to come here and they find themselves being turned into destitute criminals and the people who are unaccepted in the community here, yet they've got the rights to be here. When you are persecuted in Zimbabwe, the first port of call is Britain, not anywhere else. When you are full up in Britain here, then you can go else. The Prime Minister has got to listen to the pleas and stop this pathetic hypocrisy. If he says that he's not deporting people, that's not the issue. The issue is when you don't deport them, what you do with them. You feed them, you give them shelter, you give them homes to live in, you let them work. Zimbabweans like working. They don't want to depend or being given anything. They want to work. Give them temporary work until the situation changes in Zimbabwe. However it changes, when it changes, Zimbabweans will go back.
In their play. Are you Zimbabwean yourself?
No, I'm British. I'm a Londoner. But I live in East London and I work in a refugee and migrant project. And we have Zimbabwean refugees who have no work, no money, they have nothing. And so I've come here to support them and to ask for permission to work for people.
But do you think the Prime Minister is going to listen to your pleas at all?
Well, if he's genuine in what he says, and I think he is, that he wants to work against Mugabe, he wants to put... The only way I can see it is to allow people here to work, because that shows that we support the Zimbabwean people here in this country.
How do you feel about today? We can see you're carrying a banner and you're supporting the move today. Are you Zimbabwean?
Yes, I'm Zimbabwean. In fact, I was a soldier before, but I escaped to Zimbabwe because we end up doing something very wrong. That's why I just come up over here. So I'm carrying this. I would like to be equally to everybody here, and I would like to work. So otherwise, the way Mugabe was treating me, it was very wrong because I was working in the presidential guards. I was the driver, but it was not good at all.
Hello, so we meet here today and there's quite a large crowd here gathered for the Zimbabwe march. Do you think this is going to play a key role in your efforts to try and get the British government to change their stance?
Oh, certainly yes. I feel if everything is committed unto God's hands, as I am a Christian, there's nothing impossible before God. So I feel this is going to move them and have their heart compassion on us.
Are you working at the moment here in the UK?
No, I'm not working.
And what does that do to you, to your living, to your self-esteem and everything?
It demotivates me because I'm somebody who is capable of doing so much. And the fact that I'm not allowed to work, my heart sinks every time I think of it. I'm relying on people, helping me out, on handouts, which is not really something good for me because I'm somebody who is able to do something, help the community, society, and contribute my potential.
How do you see the day today, and also do you think it's going to make any change what you've done today?
I'm sure it will make any change, and I'm sure there are voices and ears that are listening to what the people are saying, because amongst these people there are so many people that are skilled but they haven't been given the chance to work. There are some of us that are fortunate enough that things have worked out for us, but it's just an insignificant number of people. And people need to work and people need to be recognized because they are still human beings. So we feel this is going to have a positive impact and we hope it will.
I just want to add that it's so sad that me personally and other young people have to suffer and have no future in this country or back home when there's somebody who can do something and they're not doing anything. I would encourage whoever can help to do something so we also have a future. We're planning families and stuff, but how do we do that when we don't work, we don't go to school, we don't do anything? We need a future.
I think today's it has been quite a big success for Zimbabweans who are here in the UK.
And do you think this is going to help at all as far as the British policymakers are concerned?
I believe if they've got people's heart, they have to accept that all Zimbabweans who are here, they have been here for a long time without working, and it is now high time the British government now to take an exceptional exercise now on Zimbabweans, which are desperately in desperate need, because Zimbabwe is getting worse and worse every day.
So what do you think is going to happen from here after this? What do you think will be the result of this movement today?
This message, I think, should go as far as the Home Office, where all the decisions are done. The Prime Minister, we know that he delegated that purpose to the Home Office. It is now the Home Office now to review the policy, what is happening in Zimbabwe, and also in the plight of the people who are here in Zimbabwe. We have seen the Foreign Affairs Minister going to South Africa, and they should have addressed us here, who are here already, the Zimbabweans who are suffering here. We cannot work, we cannot go to college, we are not criminals. So what should we do? We are just desperate people here in England. We are just here, they've accepted us, we appreciate that they've accepted us to stay. But then stay, do what? Nothing. Doesn't make much sense to me.
But today we think it's the right move for all the Zimbabweans in the UK. We really appreciate what the British government are doing for us.
You wrote it behind one of those papers. Okay. Yeah.
The British government is saying that they are not returning Zimbabweans, but the problem is they are not allowing them to work. So Zimbabweans are actually stateless at the moment. Would you say that?
Yes, that's true. It's actually a problem for us Zimbabweans in that if the government here in England gives us a chance to work, we can actually rebuild our country Zimbabwe from here and try and help those who are suffering in Zimbabwe from here within the United Kingdom.
This organization is called Restoration of Human Rights Zimbabwe. To educate people of Zimbabwe about their rights and stand up for their rights, and we do this in non-violent action. We just try and do our stuff in peaceful manners.
We are actually organizing ourselves here in the UK to work with our mother branch, which is in Zimbabwe, Restoration of Human Rights in Zimbabwe, because we want to help the orphans, the widows, those whose houses were burnt down, and also we are asking from this hosting government to take care of us. For we are not working, we want to work. We have been here for a long, long time and we really are desperate. Some people are sleeping under the tunnels and so forth, and if you see what they eat, you regret. You can't say we are in the first world. Really, to me, I don't see the reason why we should be here in the first world and we are treated exactly the way Mugabe is treating us. Please, we are asking from Gordon Brown, the Prime Minister, and his government to just be lenient to us, give us time to work, and when things get better, back home. Honestly, we want to go back home and we want to go and work and lift up our country, our children, our relatives and friends. Thank you.
It's a good day in solidarity with all those people who are suffering, especially Zimbabweans. Let me put it straight. We have to feel for each other. You don't need Mugabe to make you suffer, but you deserve peace wherever you are, far away from home. In England, some people are not working, they are living like destitutes. People who are qualified, they come here in search of opportunities offered by this great land of England, because as we all know, and as the whole world acknowledges, Zimbabweans are hardworking people and they are intelligent, well-learned, peace-loving, in spite of the fact that their president doesn't love them, but they should not suffer the way that they are suffering.
So do you think the British policymakers are going to listen to your pleas?
I wouldn't think for them, but I hope that they should listen to this. This is a matter of urgency. If you are not sending somebody back to his country and you are coming out and admitting that the situation out there is beyond and intolerable and it's just anti-human, the situation in Zimbabwe. That's the fact that is there today. South Africa has got 4 million, England has got maybe 500,000 people living. That's what we call a crisis. And something needs to be done. And hopefully, this is one of the first things to do, to accept. We don't want to live here forever. We want just to be acknowledged as other human beings.